Yo, what's going on pack members, Wolves here, and welcome back to another Zombie Camo guide video. The aim of this series is to help you complete your Zombie Camo challenges as quickly, easily and effectively as possible so that you can unlock the elusive Dark Aether Camo. And as you can probably tell, what I'm going to be doing is covering the Magnum. The Magnum in this game is pretty weird when it comes to zombies. I would consider it to be a headshot weapon. And if you don't know what I mean by that, it pretty much means that the weapon is useless unless you are hitting headshots, in which it becomes a very powerful weapon. So before we jump into things, I want to ask that if you do go on to find this guide useful, you leave a like on the video and drop a comment as well, and subscribe to the channel with notifications on if you haven't already. And if you know anyone that could find this tutorial useful, please share this video with them, it'd be greatly appreciated. But that being said, let's jump into things. So just like always, what I'm going to be doing is covering your ideal weapon class you're going to want to use in order to get your weapon Golden Viper. Obviously, if you do not want to know a class, you can skip to the timestamp on your screen right now. But for those that have decided to stick around, the first attachment you're going to want to add onto your Magnum is the Flash Guard .45 APC. All this does is increase your equipment drop rate, which will be useful for the long term when you can always have your equipment at hand without having to go and spend your salvage on it. The next attachment you're going to want to add onto your Magnum is the 7.2 Task Force Barrel. Basically what this does is increase your actual damage with your weapon, the damage range of your weapon, and it gives you a higher velocity, which ain't really that important in zombies, but your main priority with this barrel is the bonus damage, which will be really useful in the late game. Attachment number 3 is going to be the Ember Sighting Point. The main reason we're going to be using this is for its salvage drop rate, which will prove to be a very valuable asset when it comes to making sure you can get your armor, upgrade your weapons, and get your equipment and kill streaks in check. For the magazine, I've decided to go with the 9-round speed mag. Usually I like to go for the biggest mag that I can possibly have on a weapon, because obviously the more bullets you can shoot without having to reload would be the better. But with the type of weapon the Magnum is, I really do need the aim down sight speed to be relatively decent, so that's why I've sacrificed the extra 3 bullets in the mag in order to get a little bit extra aim down sight speed. And the last attachment we're going to be adding onto our Magnum is the Serpent Grip. As you can probably notice, what this does is cancel any of the aim down sight debuffs that happened previously. Now that you have your Magnum set up, I'm going to be covering what you need, what you don't need, and how you set up your game. So first things first, let's cover the perks. So the perks that I found most useful to getting Golden Viper Camo on my Magnum were Jug, Deadshot, Stamina Up, and Speed Cola. But if you can manage to get all 6 perks, do so because they will help you. I just figured these 4 are the most important, especially Jug and Deadshot. To start up your game, what you're going to want to do is to melee every zombie up until the rounds of about 8 to 10. The reason you want to do this is so that you can open up a clear path all the way to power, pack a punch your weapon, upgrade your weapon, and get everything you need sorted for your first Megaton encounter. It would benefit you more, however, if you was able to headshot every zombie that came your way because of the buffs that your weapon has, including the increased equipment drop rate and the increased salvage drop rate. But obviously not everyone can do that. When it comes to buying your perks, I'd recommend you run over and grab Deadshot first, and then do the Coffin Dance Easter egg to get you a Jug. If you don't know how to do that Easter egg somehow, this is how. You're going to need to hunt down 5 different blue orbs located in the underground bunker, as you can see right now. The first of 5 you're going to need to find is here behind the computer. The next one is directly next to it, hidden away just here. The next one's quite tricky. It's basically in the top left corner of the room, sitting above the barrier, as you can see right here. The next orb will be located downstairs, and what you'll need to do is look behind the barricade and shoot it. It's very well hidden and can be awkward to get if the zombies haven't already ripped them off. And the last one isn't that far away from the last one. You basically climb on top of this generator, look to your right, and it'll be hidden away there. Now that you've got your Magnum class set up, now that you've got your perks, and now you know how to start your game, let's jump into the camo challenges themselves. To start things off, what I'm going to be doing is grouping the first 3 sets of camo challenges together. So the challenges are: get 2,500 kills with the Magnum in zombies, get 2,500 critical hit kills with the Magnum in zombies, and finally what you'll need to do is get 2,500 kills with the Magnum while it's pack-a-punched in zombies. The best tip I can give for you getting your kills nice and quickly is to simply not end your game. So when you advance to the next round, just play it out and keep playing until you die. Because obviously in the lower rounds, You get less zombies and they come in much slower, which means you do this challenge slower, so just keep advancing through the rounds. But for the headshot challenge, this is why I didn't put dual wield on my magnums, because you need to be able to be accurate, and this is where Deadshot Daiquiri comes into play, and this is exactly why I recommended you pick it up first. It's going to be your best friend for not only making this gun viable, but for also breezing through this challenge, which tends to be the last one for me personally. The next challenge will require you to get 15 elite eliminations with the Magnum in your game of zombies. Basically, this challenge is telling you to kill the Megaton 15 times over. And for the tips that I can give for this, it's obviously Deadshot Daiquiri. It's always going to be your best friend when it comes to this thing. Your headshot multiplier is already really strong and it will do big damage against the Megaton. The second thing you can use is the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire is also another one for any weapon you want to use when taking out the Megaton. It boosts your damage insanely high and you'll take it out very quickly. And the third low key one that you can use is put Dead Wire on your gun. If you didn't know this already, Dead Wire actually increases the damage you do against the Megaton, just like Napalm Burst does more damage against the Plague Hounds. So once again, I'm going to be pairing up the next two sets of challenges for your Magnum, and they are: get 10 kills rapidly 10 separate times in zombies, and, get ready for this, get 3 or more critical hit kills rapidly with the Magnum 25 separate times in zombies. Both of these are a lot more simple than they sound. Basically, all it requires you to do is get to a decently high round, maybe like round 15 to 25, and just spray into the horde as they run in, and you'll easily get this done. You can probably get both of these challenges done in one single game. And for your final challenge that you will need to complete in order to unlock Golden Viper Camo on your Magnum, you will need to kill 20 or more zombies with your Magnum without getting hit once, 10 separate times. This challenge will be at its easiest while in the early rounds when they're all coming in slow and you can easily pick them all off one by one as they're coming into the map. Obviously, if you're a little bit more advanced, you can do these into the later rounds as well. As long as you've got them into a big nice group, you can spray them all down without getting hit as well. This is probably one of the easiest challenges to do, and I don't really know why they left it as the final challenge for your weapon. So that is everything that you need to know in order to complete Golden Viper on your Magnum. If you found this video useful, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you are new with notifications on. We're going to be dropping guides on all weapons in zombies, and also if you know anyone that could find this useful, please share this video to them, it'd be greatly appreciated. By that being said, I'll see you in the next one. See you later guys, peace.